So you're game enough to come back. Welcome aboard. Again, this is just a really quick demo on how you can personalize your your calculator. So I'm going to assume that at this point here, you've got a functioning calculator. If you haven't, you silly duffer, go back to part one, all right? Because this is part two. What we're going to do is some really easy ways that we modify this. First thing is I'm going to add a sound. So with my start clear sprite highlighted here, I'm going to go to the sound section. And I'm going to go to play sound. Now up here we've got scripts, costumes and sounds. I'm going to go to sounds. Again, you can import. There's a whole range of pre-recorded sounds or sound effects. Then we're going to go to electronic, computer beeps. Oh, that's a lovely sound, and that's really going to terrorize some teachers. So play sound, and I'm just going to slot it in here. Okay, so you can see that they slot in. You can rearrange the order. I'm going to change the volume. And I'm going to change that to maybe -20. Alright, now if we want to test that, head over to the live feed and you can see that it's working just well enough to annoy everyone else in the room that's not up to this stage yet. Speaking of stages, down here you can see this button here, stage. Now that's actually background. Now ours is plain white. When I've done this with students, they've personalized it with a whole range of different things, from Hollywood stars to sporting teams and all sorts. But I want to create my calculator in the woods. So, and you can see already, actually does look a bit better and sound a little worse. But again, we're starting to personalize this calculator. Now, we've got something that's a little bit static, all right? We want to create maybe a different button. So you can actually create another sprite. Now, instead of having addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division symbols, which you associate with maths, you can actually create, you can paint your own sprite that's completely different, or you could add something as random as the whale. Okay, and now I've got the whale here. I'm going to click on the addition, but that whale is going to be the addition button. I'm going to drag the addition coding over into the whale. So now the whale has that, and I'm going to actually delete addition. I've got the whale here. I'm going to label him as addition, and then I'm going to position him over here. Now I know you're all a bit concerned about having a whale in the woods, but we're just going to have to overcome that fear for now. So now if I want to, we'll just see this, make sure the whale works. 8484, enter. 333, add the answer there. Alright, so it does work. Just to annoy you once more, we'll play that little tune. Now I want to add another sprite. I want to add something else that would really look lovely in the woods. Well, the elephant's pretty tempting, but I'm going to go with the octopus. So I just hit here on the octopus. Now I'm going to position him over in the left hand side. Now this sprite could be anything, but I'm just going to add a few little programs or commands. So when the green flag is clicked, if you're wondering where the green flag is, it's just up here. So when the green flag is clicked, we're going to use the motion. So we've used sound, we've used operators, variables, and sensing. We're now going to use motion. Okay, so go to. Now I want him to start on the left-hand side of the screen, so I want him to go to x minus 190, and then I want y 15. So if I put him here, it means when I press that green button, he's automatically going to go there. But I want him to move across. So I want him to glide across the screen. Now I want him to glide to, let's say, x 185, y minus 2. So now when I press the green button, he slides over, and he takes a second to get there. He's moving a bit too quick for my liking. So let's glide it over 5 seconds. So now we're changing the speed that he'll move at. And now you can see he's just really drifting along, taking in all the sights of the woods. There are a few really simple ways that you can change the calculator interface. And you're now starting to program something a lot more personal. So I'll let you play around with that. You can change any of the buttons. You can change the format. You can change the animals, the background. It can even be a lovely picture of yourself if you go to stage here. Gives you the opportunity to use the computer camera and take a nice photo of your mug. So a whole range of ways that you can make this calculator your own and make it a bit more of an interactive calculator. And when I did it with students, they couldn't wait to do the maths tests at the end to use their calculator that was full of all sorts of weird noises and weird creatures. So thanks again for tolerating me again. I hope part 2 was useful.